Are you a singer or dancer longing to be on the stage? Well, then stay tuned for our show. You'll find it really exciting.
Welcome to The Better Part, a program that encompasses a diverse spectrum of topics important to our community, which we hope will both inform and entertain you. We invite you to sit back and enjoy the program.
We are here today with Lynn Knudsen, Assistant Director and Outreach Chair of the 2012 Santa Cruz Follies. Hello and welcome to our show.
Thank you. It's so happy to be here.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about because I was reading ahead and found out that your organization, not just Santa Cruz Follies, but your entire organization has been around since 1956.
Yes.
Wow.
Over 57 years.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now tell us the difference between, is it SOC and the Follies?
SCO.
SCO, okay.
Stands for Senior Citizens Opportunities.
Wow.
And one of the opportunities is to be in a big, full-scale, with lights and costumes and singing and dancing production called the Santa Cruz Follies.
And it must be, so it's going to be a huge show. Where will it be performed?
It's performed at the Santa Cruz Civic Auditorium in September every year. It's an annual fundraiser for SCO, Senior Citizens Opportunities.
And this show's been performed since 1956?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Been going for many, many years, and I've only been in it 7 years.
Okay.
But some of the other cast members have been in it 20 years or more.
Is that right? Now, how did you personally happen to find out about it?
Well, when I retired, I'm a transplant from Los Angeles.
Okay.
I admit it. And when we retired, we moved here to Santa Cruz to be near our grandchildren.
Okay.
And saw a poster that said the Santa Cruz Follies is looking for volunteers.
Wow.
I called the director and had an interview, and because I have a professional theater background, she recruited me to be the stage manager that year. That was in 2006, I think.
Now, when you say a professional background, you happen to have been from New York originally, correct?
No, I'm a Creole babe.
Is that right?
I'm originally from New Orleans.
Wow.
But I've lived in New York City, in Europe, and in California.
Gosh. So that must have really been exciting for you to find a association like this to revive yourself into theater.
It was. It was very exciting, and I'm still as enthusiastic now as I was when I first started, because I think there's no other place that I know of in this area where a senior with talents, performing arts skills can go and be part of a Broadway production. That's what we do every year. It's full scale with costumes and lights and dancing and singing.
Wow. Now, we have a clip that you could introduce for us. What's going to happen on this?
Well, on the clip, you'll see parts of the shows, some of the past shows. It starts off, though, with a surprise.
Well, let's do that, and then you can tell us about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was exciting. Now, what was going on there? There was a lot of
Well,
things.
the opening you thought you saw Charlie Chaplin, but it was one of our senior dancers. She was 90 years old when she did that.
Is she now the oldest with the group?
She was the oldest, and
Okay.
she's retired now at 93. But you saw her impersonating Charlie Chaplin. Then you saw scenes from The Phantom of the Opera with some of our best singers. Then you also saw buses arriving with spectators and audience coming from all over California and Nevada.
Right? It's that big of an event.
Yeah, it's they come to Santa Cruz and see the show, have lunch, do a little shopping. It's
fun.
It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what you saw.
How can people reach your organization? On the internet or by phone?
Yeah, well, the internet, our address is www.santacruzfollies.net. Or the best way to reach us is to call 831-423-6640. And we have an office at the Market Street Center in Santa Cruz, and that's how you can reach us and find out more about the show.
And you are a nonprofit organization, correct?
Correct. We are a 501c3 charitable organization, and we do raise funds, and we do need funds.
Yes.
So they are tax deductible, and it helps us to keep that space for seniors who have talents and would like to perform, where they can come in a safe environment and really do it, love it, enjoy it, and enjoy the socialization aspect. And we offer something to the community, because then we have a great show to show the community.
Well, right when I walked through the door, that's what I felt from everyone.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they have that opportunity, and it's for a good cause. And so you could use volunteers in every avenue, correct?
Right. We'd love for everyone to come and see the show.
Yes.
That would be just wonderful. If everyone out in the areas around Santa Cruz would come, they'll discover what we call a diamond in your own backyard.
How nice is that? Now, it will be in September, correct?
September 12 through 15.
Wow.
At the Civic.
And did we get the year? Is this the 57th running?
I guess it's about the 57th time.
Oh my
that
gosh.
they are doing it. It is a wonderful tradition.
Yeah.
It's a great tradition.
And you'll be on stage for this show, too.
I'll be on stage.
How exciting.
Yes, you'll have to pick me out.
Yeah, that will be easy. Well, thank you, Lynn, so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And we'll look forward to seeing
And
you
good
in the
luck
show.
to
Thank
the
you.
to the show, to the better part.
Well, thank you. They've done over 1,000 shows now.
Wow,
So-
I'm impressed.
We're with Catherine Atkins. Welcome
That's
to our
correct.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you have a professional career that's also involved in theater. Can you tell us what that is?
Well, I'm instructor and director at Cabrillo College in Aptos,
Where we
And
sit right now?
where we are sitting right
Okay.
now. And then I also perform as opportunity arrives. I still
Wow.
perform. And
So you're a teacher, but now in the show coming up, you're going to be directing the show?
I'm directing,
Wow,
yes.
very exciting.
Yeah.
Is it your first time directing?
It's not my first time directing. In fact, I'm actually directing a performance right now for the college.
I see.
But it is my first time directing for the Santa Cruz
Okay.
Follies operation.
Wow, so you do it by day and then you're also volunteering by night.
Well, I'm working with them at the same time. Yes, I'm juggling two balls at the same time.
Wow. Now, where did you originally come from that you happened to end up in this community?
Well, I traveled around with my husband studying and performing, and then he got a job here in Santa Cruz, so we came to Santa Cruz and love it here. It's a very artistic, wonderful community.
Yes.
And
I think there's a history of talent here, actors perhaps, and things like that.
a great history. In fact, the first show that I ever did here in Santa Cruz, I was happy enough to play opposite Peter Donat, who had at that time a huge resume of film and TV and acting with ACT in San Francisco.
Wow.
And he came down and performed in that show. And then another show, I was on stage with John Hoyt, who came out of retirement. He also had been a film star and
Yes.
stage star. He came out of retirement to play Merlin in Camelot for us. And so I know that Santa Cruz is rich with performers, and
So
they do
you
enjoy it.
find in the senior group, it's 50 and over for the Santa Cruz Follies. Now, is it evenly distributed between men and women, or is it mostly women, some men? Or?
Well, you know, like all theater, there's more
Yes.
women than men.
Okay.
But we have strength on both sides, and the hardest part from a directing standpoint is finding enough for all of these wonderful performers to perform, and so utilizing them fully, because they're marvelous, absolutely marvelous.
Tell us about the show, what we can look forward to as far as the individual numbers, and then you must be performing or practicing all year for the big performance?
Well, we have already cast, and we're already in the rehearsal process with the dances, and of course all of the costuming and music and setup is already in process. And then once we begin, we're going to be creating the Copacabana nightclub as it was at the finale, which was their first closing. Now, the Copacabana was a nightclub that was in existence for 30 years, and then in the late 60s, they had to close the doors.
Where was this originally?
This is in New York.
Okay.
This is a New York nightclub.
Wow.
And so we're trying to recreate the atmosphere of what that must have been like, a huge party.
Because that's the theme of the show and the title this year.
And the title, absolutely. So the idea is that with the Copacabana theme, we can bring in performers that will perform in the style of the headliners of that era. So that's Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Peggy Lee, but also the Supremes and the Temptations and Martha and the Vandellas.
All this is going to be involved?
All of this, because you want to imagine a huge ending party, and everybody would be there, and the people that lived in New York at that time, Jimmy Durante or whoever, would be sitting in the audience.
And you're spanning the years that it was open and famous.
Pretty much, with the main focus being in those later 60s years. So it's a retro, but also a contemporary.
What a huge project.
Oh, it's so much fun.
So you would have volunteers who are doing costuming, stage sets.
Yes.
How about music? Do you have musicians volunteering, or is it going to be taped?
It is a taped performance,
well, that's good.
But we have a fantastic sound man who is putting together all of the music, and so it's been marvelous fun.
Wow. Now, this is your first year as director. Have you been part of the show before that?
This is actually my first year with the Santa Cruz Follies.
It is.
So other than being in the audience, because I have seen their previous performances, and they're always wonderful. And I think what has touched me over the years watching them perform is not only the professional quality and the timing, but to see the joy and the absolute joy of performing. And you see that these people have years of experience, and you know, they give everything to the process. It's wonderful.
And talking with Lynn, that's what really comes out is, you know, being for people who were younger and then involved in theater, now they went to have careers or families, and they come back to it.
Exactly. In fact, in Santa Cruz, I know of two. Lynn's one, but I know of another lady who was a Copa girl.
Is that right?
Yes, and so
gosh.
we'll be able to bring her in for consultations, you know.
That's fantastic.
Find out what really happened.
Yes. Now, how young is she?
Well, I'm not sure her real age.
Okay, I know I'm not supposed to ask.
You know,
but
artists don't say that, you know.
Right. Well, she could just make one up and we'll be happy.
That's right, that's
wow.
right. So.
Now, when is the actual performance?
The performance opens September 12th and runs through the 15th.
Okay.
And there'll be 5 performances. Most of them are daytime performances. We do have one evening performance on Friday night.
Okay. We have just over a minute left. Anything I missed you want to tell us about? Or
well, I just hope everybody comes to see the show. We're expecting a great, fun party atmosphere.
Wow.
We have a special guest professional performer.
Is this going to be a surprise, or are you going to tell us
well,
ahead?
I can tell you that his name is Richard Stockton, and that he's a professional stand-up comic.
I may be meeting him before this.
I think you probably will.
Oh, and he's a professional comedian, stand-up comic. How exciting is that?
And he will be playing our MC/owner of the Cabana.
Oh my gosh, he'll be a full character.
Yeah, so we're going to have a good time with
All right.
that.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's wonderful meeting you
I'm sure we'll
too.
meet again,
I
and
hope
you'll
so.
see me at the show.
Wonderful.
I'm here with Richard Stockton.
Rusty.
Pleased to meet you.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I hear you're part of the show, a big part of the show.
I'm the glue of the show. I'm not really, I'm just between the show.
Now, you're a professional comedian?
Yeah, that's what
You
I
are?
do, by
and
trade.
you're going to help them out with the show and bring your talent. What you going to be doing during the show?
I am the MC.
Okay.
So I'm the guy, I'm going to come out. We're not going to give away the beginning, but there might be some problems in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? We might have some big problems in the beginning of the show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is the Copa. This is the Copa, man. And so it's like actually I've spent my life in nightclubs working anyway,
Right.
so this kind of makes sense to have
Sure.
me do this.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm the right age.
Yeah.
I'm in my late 50s.
Cool.
Very late, I'm 62. And
Yeah.
But all my life, I mean, you're an entertainer.
Yep. I'm almost 60 myself.
You're almost 60 years out.
Yes.
That's great. Well, you
Yep.
look really. You've taken great care of your body,
Thanks.
if not your clothes. And I think that what I bring to the show is I've been an entertainer all my life.
Right.
I'm 62,
Yes.
but I have the resume of a man in his 20s.
Good for you.
All my life. I don't know about you, but I've been attracted to vaudeville.
Right.
The Follies all my life. I was born 40 years too late.
Wow.
And this is it. So Catherine comes to me and goes, would
Yeah.
you do this thing? And would I do this? This is,
Yeah.
I mean, the Follies is, it's my first time working
Okay.
with this, and I am so excited. I mean,
You
these
seem excited.
seasoned entertainers. I mean,
Yes.
by experience, you know.
Wow.
Because bringing experience to the show, that's, you know, like, I just think it's an affirmation for our generation and all these generations that we have the skill and the passion now to really do something great. Now I'm excited.
That's very
Come to the
exciting.
show. This is a killer show.
Wow. And they better get tickets early because I bet it's going to sell out with all this energy.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, I tell you what, why don't you introduce someone who's going to be part of the show and we'll get a feel for what's going to be happening.
I will.
Okay. She's got a tough name, huh?
Yes, but I know this name.
Okay.
She's awesome. She's beautiful.
Wow.
She's a fast tap. Gia Greenhelge.
I hope you enjoyed our show today. If you want to contact us, you can reach us at thebetterpart.com. You can be on our show or part of our crew. Give us a call.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I have a dream that one day this nation will live up to its creed, that all men are created equal.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
The refuge of your teeming shore. Send these, your homeless, tempest-tossed to me.
I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Now the storm clouds gather far across the sea. Let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful
Just don't take the camera with you.
Yeah, if you fall.
You can be replaced.
Okay, countdown, clap.
So it's a huge show. Well, where will it be performed?
Well.